Nice job outplaying your opponent in the endgame. A classic first move which opens up your pieces and strikes the center early. Fundamental and not too flashy, they're building a solid game with the Karo-kan defense. Not the most common response to the Karo-kan, but it develops a piece. They've found the right move to counter your tricky opening choice. That was an even swap of material. A straightforward recapture. Your bishop is ready to be developed to an active square. Their knight comes into play, attacking the center. This pin holds their knight in place, tying it to the king. Their bishop moves into the game. Yes, this is the way. Their pawn attacks your bishop, kicking it out of its curve. There was only one good move, and you found it. You trade off equal material. A clear recapture. No surprise you had to move your pawn to safety. They bring out their knight, increasing their control over the center. Castling kingside is a great way to protect your king and develop. This move clears the way to bring their bishop into the game. You are bringing your knight into play, eyeing the central. Their bishop is a fianchet, developing the bishop and increasing influence in this. They made a solid choice and castled same side as you did. You've moved your piece to a powerful square. They offer a fair trade of pieces. Good job, that's what I would have played too. This is a fair trade. You recaptured. They are threatening to tactically win a rook. This is a good time for you to get out of trouble. They are threatening to tactically win a rook. Your better option was to move a bishop to safety. Their better move was to connect rooks. Pawns are there to cover your castled king. Their best option was to connect rooks. You get a chance. You kicked your opponent's piece from that square. Your opponent's move wins your pawn. Your best move was to recapture a piece. The game was fairly balanced, but now your opponent's position has worsened. You exchange pieces of equal value. A straightforward recapture. Your best move was to connect rooks. This is the only move that works. They've offered to trade pieces of equal value. You are forcing your opponent to isolate a pawn. A clear recapture. Good thinking to bring out more pieces into the game. Another piece joins the board for your opponent. Your rook takes an open file, a good way to activate the rook. They've made a mistake and their pawn is now lost. You had an opportunity to tactically win a pawn. This move left their pawn hanging. You had a better way to capture a free pawn. This is the only good move. Their rook occupies. No surprise, you had to move your queen to safety. This move forces your rook to retreat, giving your opponent. You are threatening to capture a rook and win material after the follow-up trades. They exchange pieces of equal value. A logical capture. They move the queen to safety. You are threatening to force eventual checkmate. Their better move was to defend a queen that was under it. You captured back. They are threatening to tactically win a pawn. You lost your advantage, and now the position is. They had a better way to move a bishop to safety. You won a pawn for free. They prevented you from being able to push a passed pawn. You have to use your king in the endgame. Their best option was to increase a bishop's scope. Correct, of course. Move away from danger. Their bishop is now in a more active square. Your better option was to move a piece to safety. You had the upper hand, and now your position is winning. Clearly, you don't want to leave your pawn in danger. They found a way to win your pawn. Your best move was to move a bishop to safety. They slipped up a bit here. You had a better option. They've improved the position. That was a fair trade. A straightforward recapture. This is a fine. That's playable. Very good choice. Defending their hanging pawn. That square is an excellent outpost for your bishop. This move doesn't hurt you much, but it doesn't help either. This move doesn't help their position at all. Well done, an excellent move. They played one of the best moves here. That pawn chain will help strengthen your pawn structure, moving their bishop to a better position. Nice move. Your bishop now controls more squares. They found a way to win material. You step your king away from the checking bishop. Their bishop is now more active on this square. This is a fine move. Your opponent creates a pawn chain, making their structure more robust. Very good choice. They capture your pawn and will win material after all tricks. You are threatening to force eventual checkmate. They prevented you from being able to force eventual check. That pawn pushes. They made one of the top moves in this position. Your passed pawn is one step closer to promotion, moving their bishop to a better position. Well done, an excellent move. Their bishop is now in a more active square. This is a fine move. I like their choice. Very good choice. They played the strongest move available. Nice, definitely the right move. They placed their piece on a blockade square. Stop. Well done, an excellent move. Your opponent revealed a check on your king. You escaped the check from the bishop. Their piece moved to a blockade square. This is a fine move. They played one of the best moves here. Very good choice. They've improved the positioning of their bishop. Well done, an excellent move. They placed their piece on a block. This is a fine move. They made one of the top moves in this position. Very good choice. Precise move from your opponent. You captured a free pawn. I like their choice. Well done, an excellent move. They played one of the best moves here. Yes, this is the way. They are right on target. You captured that free pawn. Your opponent's move wins your pawn. Good job, that's what I would have played too. Your opponent's move wins your bishop. Your passed pawn advances to its goal. They missed the opportunity to win your bishop. You found a safer square for your pawn. Their bishop is now in a more active square. Your opponent has to watch that passed pawn. They played the strongest move available. Your pawn now promotes to queen. They didn't find the right idea. Nice, definitely the right move. They eliminated your passed pawn before it could do damage. You're continuing down the road to check. Their king steps away from the check by your queen, getting closer to the forced checkmate. Precise move from your opponent. You continue the checkmate attack. They move their king out of the check from your queen. Your move gets closer to checkmate. They are right on target. You're continuing down the road to checkmate. Their king steps away from the check by your queen. You did it. Nice checkmate.